Did I break it? I think I broke it. Here we go. Oh my god, it's loud. Okay, hang on. I lose my mouse cursor if I alt tab, so I have to start the game up again. Oh no, here we go. We found it. Oh Lord. Oh my. What is this? Some wild options in this game. Oof. Oh, okay. Now this. The monk is new for this expansion, Rock Party. So this is the Hellfire expansion. This is a Sierra-produced expansion for the original game.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
The monk is a new class. There's also a new dungeon.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
What ails you, my friend?
Well, let's get into it, huh?
How may I serve you?
Casio, hey, what's up, Shez? What's up? This is bad looking. You know how old this game is, Rock? This game is probably older than some of you people in chat.
Of this place has been fouled.
Oh. This game is literally older than some of you in chat. That's not a joke. I got some books. They're not for my class, though, apparently. Do I have any spells? Search. I don't know what that does. Do I, like, highlight items or something? It is very, very old. I think if you die, you lose all your stuff too. You like drop everything. I don't remember. We're gonna find out. Rock, I was not in college when this game came out. When the second one came out, I was. I don't know what the spell does. Oh, it highlights gold piles. Wow, that's really... Well, I guess it highlights items, too. But I don't know how much blacksmith oil I need. Maybe I shouldn't have played the monk. It's scary down here, isn't it? I totally should have played a wizard. What's up, everybody out there? How you doing? I hope you're having a great start to your week on a Tuesday. We gotta level up. In this game, when you level up, you actually have to put points in. And yes, you can build wrong. Something they don't let you do in modern Diablo. I'm not even sure if I need strength. I don't know what it does for my class. But we got strength points in. Hey, Melchior, thanks. What are these graphics? Oh my god, yes. These are what graphics looked like back when I was your age, Melk. Thanks for the Danity. I don't even know what the monk's stat line is. Like, I don't know what I should be dumping my points into. Alex, yeah, we're going real old school tonight. I wonder what happens if I die. I forget. Vorpal, this definitely is gaming. Okay, there's no doubt about that. We're gonna find out here in a second, Alex. I'm running out of HP and I don't have any more potions. Oh! And I'm down. I'm dead. Wait, what? Is that it? Holy crap. Dude, Diablo's hardcore. Wait, what? I don't get my... Is my character dead? I think it was... Did my dude die for good? Hey, Adam, what's up? Am I into the OG Fallout games? I played them. I'm not super into them because I don't remember a whole lot about them, if that helps. They held up pretty well today, though. They were pretty good, RPGs for the time. Thanks for the sub, Adam. Why does it say I'm level 1? Did I actually, like, die?
I do not have a spell ready.
Oh, man. Staff recharge. Oh, boy. Maybe I didn't want to play a sorcerer.
What ails you, my friend?
But hang on, we're gonna have to figure out how death works in this game. This looks ancient. Well, that's because it is. 24 years old, to be precise, I believe. Maybe
The
older.
sanctity of this place has been fouled. Not enough mana.
Not enough mana. We're gonna have a problem here. Oh, Staff of Firebolt has charges. Oops, what did I do? God damn. Oh, God. Oh, you have to save game and... Okay, this is weird. Alright. Okay. I think I'm figuring things out a little. We're gonna have to, like, manually save our character and stuff. Oof.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
So that's a thing. Dan not reading the manual. Well, no, I don't have my manual for Diablo 1 anymore. It's gone. It's probably in the back of my Volvo that I owned at the time. Yeah, we'll get the hang of it.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Now that we know how to play them, maybe we should go back to the monk character since it's new for the Hellfire
Not enough
expansion.
mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
This is a reissue. This is the game with the Hellfire X-Pack.
Not enough
Now
mana.
the Hellfire expansion adds a new character and a new
Not
additional
enough
dungeon
mana.
with a new final boss. And this new class, the Monk, which we're going to play as. We just have to remember to save often. I don't think we can go directly into the new dungeon. It's kind of high level. It's called the Hive, and it's in the lower right corner of town. Yeah, I got this on GOG.
Listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus. He led us down here to find
We're
the
currently
lost
playing on
prince.
GOG.
The bastard led us into a trap. Now everyone is dead, killed by a demon he called the Butcher. Avenge us! Find this Butcher and slay him, so that our souls may finally rest.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
Not many people know about the Hellfire expansion. I know because I picked it up at CompUSA after Diablo had come out. And it was actually not made by Blizzard, which is the cool part. Back in those days, people would just let you make stuff for your games. It was wild. Wild times. Hey, Rebecca, what's up? Ducks everywhere. Hey, K-Star, what's up? Everybody's here. Yeah, if we're lucky, we'll get to the Butcher. And he will say his signature line before he kills us. Rebecca, I saw you wielding that Monado the other day. It was something else. It was something spectacular to see, that's for sure. Yeah, that game tilts me every time I play it, so you're doing pretty good. Alright, we found some rags. We are way ahead of the game here, people. We just saved. Our progress is locked, baby. Hey, Zedlars, what's up? How you doing tonight? Welcome to the hottest stream out there. This is Diablo 1 with the Hellfire expansion. Added class, added dungeon. We are starting to make our way through the inner sanctum here. As we make our way down to hell itself to take on the big guy. And guess what? In the Hellfire expansion, it doesn't end with Diablo. There's a whole new dungeon with all new bosses. No, this is Diablo 1. The expansion just adds a new dungeon and a new class. But this is D1. It is very unlike D3. But yes, playing Wizard in Diablo 3 is pretty fun. I agree. I generally play Necromancer, Wizard, or Witch Doctor in 3. Oh! That's just not cool. But we saved our progress this time, so hopefully we're in a good shot here. We can, if we have to, we can always start a new game with our level 2 monk. We're not getting a single piece of loot yet. You know, I can't believe people complain about getting loot in Diablo today when I haven't found a single item yet. Except for these rags. Malk will be along. Malk's always along. I'm sure we'll see his skulking form momentarily. Actually, he's been here. He said hi with the manatee earlier. There he is. He was just prepping his Monado. So I don't know what to dump my points into as a monk, though. That's the question. I think strength and dex probably. Maybe some vit. We're still on the first floor of the dungeon. Monk has this cool search skill. It tells me where items are, which is nice. Jaggers, I haven't done anything to the channel points. They accumulate at the same speed as they always have. No, I haven't changed points at all. They are literally 100% the same. I haven't changed anything, really. Trust me, if I had, I would tell you. That is good to know, Al. Yeah. I mean, I assumed that. Down to level 2. Level 2 of the freaking catacombs. This is about to get rough. Oh god, skeleton archers. A nasty new foe. Listen, they had it all going on. Look at it. The utter simplicity of this game. Like, you got this pounding music in the background, and it's all dark, and there's skeletons, and there are wolves after me. Like, they nailed it, man. Like, I'm scared. Oh my god. These range guys are really hard. Where's my Scrolls of Town portal? Those even exist in this freaking game? Where are they? Where are they at? Nice, we gotta level up at least. Man, there's like stagger and stuff. You get hit, they can stun you, man. They stun lock you. Hi, Zedlars. It is scary down here in the catacomb. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. That does not look appetizing. Wow. Screw these archers, man. So if I do a new game, can I take the same character in? Yes, I can. Okay, that's good to know. Alright.
What ails you, my friend?
Blood Omen, Legacy
Hello,
of Cain.
my
Is that the
friend.
first one? That's my favorite
Stay a
one.
while and listen. Well, what can I do
I
for
don't think
you?
it's available on PC in any form. I like that one a lot, yeah. I played through that. Great narrative on that one. I will never forget that game. I mean, I played through that game several times, actually. Quite rare for me in a single-player RPG like that. This is actually Diablo 1 with Hellfire. It has this additional area down here. I don't know if we have to unlock it by beating Diablo or what. There's an entire hive dungeon and stuff down here in this lower part of town. But I think we have to unlock it somehow through the narrative. I'm not sure.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Not really, Zellars. That's definitely the best Kane game. I remember it had puzzles and cool weapons. The axes, Havoc and Malice, right? Hey, what's up, Laser? How
The
you doing?
sanctity of this place has been fouled.
Alright, we got potions this time. We got a few levels under our belt. Let's give it to the minions of hell. Yeah, I agree with you, Zedlars. That's rare. We never agree on anything, so I'm glad we do. I mean, they even brought that series back with Nosgoth, remember? Oh, this is Diablo 1. This is the Diablo raid. Alright, the one, the only. Nosgoth was pretty depressing, yeah, I agree. Sad to see him take the IP in that direction, but who knows? Maybe it'll be back someday. Alright, we need people to calm down in chat. Some people are getting really excited about Legacy of Kain. We got It's Laser over there in chat. They call him that because he used a laser. Oh god, what are these? Plague Eaters. Uh-oh. These are some more advanced enemies. The Hidden. Oh my god! These guys aren't messing around, man. What the? Alright, we need a better staff. This thing is hitting like a stick. Oh god, we're already running low on potions. This isn't good. I thought with potions we'd be able to do some serious dungeoneering, but it is dangerous down here. Very dangerous. Yeah, Legacy of Kain is an amazing game. Love it! I remember playing that and just being like, wow, this is amazing. As far as I know, there's really no way to play that game in a modern context today. Ah, through PSN. Interesting. Don't forget to save, says Alex. That's a pretty good idea. Especially as we get to harder fare. God, remember the days of manual saving? Good thing we saved. Just in time, right? Oh boy. Oh my god! When they color palette swap a zombie in this game, they mean it.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Alright, who the hell sells the monk staves? That's what we need to find.
What ails you, my friend?
Isn't it, Catchy? Hey, thanks for being here, buddy. What's up? Yeah, we can't even think about fighting the butcher yet. We're not even thinking about that encounter. No auto map available
I
in town.
sense a soul in search of answers.
John Cena!
Hey, what's up, Melchior? Welcome back to Tristram, as it once was. This is the town that everyone always talks about.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
We don't have enough money for any of this stuff. Kind of a shame.
Good day. How may I serve you?
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
It's been super fouled. It's Vorpal, hey, thanks for the house, Vorpal. The music is great, yeah, the music is slamming in this game. This game was really good at capturing an essence, you could say. You know, you were really delving into the depths of hell. Diablo 3 feels like Torchlight 2, but darker. You know, Diablo 3 is a very different game than Diablo 1. I don't think we can argue about that. There's a whole lot to argue about there. It's pretty clear, you know. Get some good money down here killing these goblins, though, right? Banking. Oh, I got a non-identified mace. This could be very good. +5 to magic. Nope, it's garbage, but it'll sell well. I don't know how you could possibly have concerns about 4 yet, Ketchy. How is it even possible at this point? We don't... You can... You know what, Ketchy? You can do whatever you like. OMAD, J. Grizz, stands for 1 meal a day. Ketchy, I get it. You can be concerned all you like with what we know. What? Oh my god, Malk, I hate you. I actually thought somebody was calling me. That actually worked. I gotta give you credit. Credit where credit is due. Oh, I checked my phone. I thought I was getting a call. Oil of sharpness. Wow, they let you get away with all kinds of weird stuff in this game that they'd never let fly before. They really treated this more of like a roguelike than they did games after it. You know, like you could stack up ridiculous stats and stuff. Like you could find I think with Hellfire they added like permanent stat boost scrolls and stuff like that in the Hive area. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a very long time. We'll find out. All I know is we're gonna get big. Yeah, we're playing Hellfire. Ketchy, we're playing Hellfire right now. Do you have concerns about Hellfire, Ketchy? I gotta ask. Hang on, let me go tweet. I'm gonna go tweet that I'm playing. I forgot to do that. And especially since I just thought I was getting a call. Okay. Oh yeah, the butcher's gonna destroy me, I'm sure. Oh good, that's right, Ellen. That sounds bad. I had to check. I thought I was getting a call. We'll kill them in whatever order we find them, and that we can handle them. We're gonna die a bunch, okay? That's part of the experience. I certainly don't remember how to min-max or do anything in this game, so... You realize I can't even hold down the button to swing? I have to click for every swing? It's freaking wild. Ketchy has concerns about Hellfire, okay? Okay, we gotta save it. I'm not even sure where to put my points. Do I need some more Vit? Do I need some more strength? Hey, what's up, Uncharted Steve? This game is just like Uncharted. Oh wait, no. It's really not. I know we don't need magic. I actually have no idea how important strength is for this monk character, but... that's the risk you take when you play the expansion character. Unarmed as a monk. I don't know if that rolls in this game. Hey, Malk's brought us some ducks.
Dance na duck, 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 dance na duck.
Now I see why he did
dance
that.
Na duck.
I can go unarmed. What do I need to do for that? Max Dex? Dance na duck. Oh, hidden. These guys are nasty. Look at these things, man. They come out of the shadows. Yeah, the monk's got search ability, which is nice, right? Okay, we're just gonna go down to 3. Screw this noise. Yes, Settlers, I'm always excited about stuff. Are you kidding me? How can you even ask that? Hey, AP Bard, what's up? How you doing? Alright, I'll take off the sword. This thing does lots of damage, though. Thanks for being here, AP Bard. Yeah, search puts blue squares on the map where the loot is. It's a very useful ability. But yeah, Zellers, of course. There are always new and exciting things happening. Oh, cool, man. He gets a hearty kick, a hearty punch. I wonder what ups my bare-handed. Is it Dex? Hey, Low Res, what's up? How you doing tonight? Yeah, we're punching, we're kicking. The monk has some mad skills, even unarmed. Zedlars, you know I wouldn't be able to tell you if that was happening. But I'm glad you're excited about it. I certainly am too. Of course, hypothetically. At least we're making a lot of money this round. We're making a lot of gold. We got a lot of good scrolls. We even got a book. Zedlars, I do like to tease before covers drop, but very mildly. Nothing that you'd be able to use, my friend. This thing gets 4 strength. It's pretty good. Yeah, that Malk, that you've had better jokes, Malk. Okay. The dance to duck thing was pretty funny though. I'll give you that. I'll give you some credit tonight, Malk. Actually, I give you credit for the phone call because you made me check my Facebook immediately. Yeah, we're getting some good loot to take home on this run anyway. I just have to remember to manually save. I gotta train myself. Oh, don't humor Melchior. Oh, it's scary down here, isn't it? For some reason, I always thought this class was better with a staff, because you get like an AoE swing. Ooh, Staff of Inferno. This thing will sell for a pretty penny. I don't even care about the staff itself. We've got quite a loot baggie going on here. Uh-oh. Gut Shank the Quick. I think this is our first elite. Gotta get him by himself. Lots of money dropping. We're gonna have... We'll actually be able to get him to loot up in town, which is nice. I mean, yeah, the true way to play this would be on a CRT.
Anymore.
Oh, wow. Look at that town portal. Wow. D1 was your first online game ever. That's crazy, Gavin. I don't think... It was definitely not my first online game, but it was definitely a very important game to me. Yeah, Citrus maybe. I mean, I played thousands of hours of Diablo 2.
Hello, my friend.
So,
Stay a
yeah,
while
probably.
and listen.
I'd say yes, Citrus. Let's just say yes.
Well, what can I do for you?
Oh wow, this stuff is selling nicely.
I'm glad I... What ails you, my friend?
Oh dang it, he had like a quest and I didn't listen to him. Now Gavin, I can understand that for sure.
Kind of fellow drinking geese? You drink water?
Oh, he's got a lot to say. So down here is where the new expansion Hive stuff is, I think. It doesn't look like we can get to it yet. You drink water?
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Oh yeah. 1,000 gold for that staff. Hey, what's up, Emily? How you doing? He didn't fly so good. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense here. How much did a game and PC cost in the 90s? You know what? I don't know, Zelars. I used my parents' computer to game on back
Master,
in those days.
I have a strange experience to relate. I know that you have a great knowledge of those monstrosities that inhabit.
I didn't start building my own until college.
This is something that I cannot understand for the very life of me. I was awakened during the night by a scraping sound just outside of my tavern. When I looked out from my bedroom, I saw the shapes of small, demon-like creatures in the inn yard. After a short time, they ran off, but not before stealing the sign to my inn. I don't know why the demons would steal my sign, but leave my family in peace. 'Tis strange, no?
'Tis strange. Yes, Zillers, I was there when the internet first hit. We called up the internet on our phone lines, and you couldn't be on the internet when your parents were on the phone, or your family was on the phone. Because they conflicted with each other. You had to use a modem. And back in the early days, all we had was, like, message boards to talk to each other about games. Which was pretty cool, actually.
Psst, over here.
I used to frequent these message boards called the Prodigy message boards, and that's where we'd talk about stuff happening in games. Share secrets to puzzles, like in The Seventh Guest or something, that we were having trouble with. There wasn't like a whole lot of, like, you couldn't just Google the answer to everything like you can today. Because the concept of spamming the internet with search engine optimization articles had not occurred yet. And there were like 10 billion different searches. It wasn't Google, right? It was, you had Ask Jeeves and Excite and Alta Vista. And they'd all give you different results, and they're all weird spiders, you know? It was a thing. No, Gavin, I did not. Yeah, Alex Phantasmagoria was much later, though. Phantasmagoria was pretty much, I think, at the end of the golden age of adventure games. Big fan of that game, by the way, obviously. Did I play consoles back then, like the PS1? Absolutely, yeah. I pretty much stopped playing consoles during the PS2 and PS3 era. I went strictly PC during that time. Obviously, there were a few exceptions, but in general. Speaking in generalities... What were my favorite PS1 games? I loved everything on the PS1. PS1 was a major system for me. I did not have an Xbox, I had a PS1. But we would always go over to another friend's house to play Halo on the Xbox. That's true, Zellars. That is true. No, Zellars, I was not. I was never really into Metal Gear. Outside of Metal Gear Solid, the first one. Obviously, everybody was into that. Did I have a Dreamcast or a Virtual Boy? Yeah, we had a Dreamcast in the dorm room. Played a ton of that. Great RPGs and great fighting games on that thing. Yeah, of course, Zellars. Final Fantasy VII, for instance. Yeah, we played a ton of Power Stone. Social and community games were very popular with my crew. The original D-Squad, if you will. Oh, these guys really hurt. I might need some weapons or armor at some point here. I am 100% naked. May have something to do with my vulnerability here. Rune of Lightning. Sets a lightning trap. Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine is too, Zellars. I'm pretty sure that's true for a lot of people. What does Jager say? GameCube. Oh no, I didn't like GameCube at all. Especially since GameCube is the system that I had my mishap with Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Where I bought the game and all the peripherals because I thought it was going to be the most awesome multiplayer Final Fantasy experience ever, and boy, was it never not that. Jagers, thanks for the sub, buddy. Oh, no. Sorry. Melchior, thank you for giving Jagers a sub. Thanks for being here, Jagers. Thank you for gracing the stream with a beautiful manatee, one of the most elite creatures of the sea. If not the most elite. Uh-oh, we got a named skeleton. You can tell by the color. This looks dangerous. This looks like it could get out of control. But he might have gear. Oh god, I haven't saved in a while, have I? Yo, you gotta be careful, they can stun lock you. Yeah, Gavin, that's a good idea. Certainly proven right there. Well, you know, hey, Jiggers, just thanks for being here, okay? Oh, did Mel give you a long one, didn't he? I gave you 3 months. Mel gave you 3 months. He's sneaky like that.
Oh, such a trouble I have. Well, maybe... No, I couldn't impose on you, what with all the other troubles. Maybe after you've cleansed the church of some of those creatures, you could come back and spare a little time to help a poor farmer?
Jaggers, you have to ask Melk. It's you can see it on the screen. Zedlars, what's up? How can I help you today?
I sense a soul in search of answers.
I sense a soul in search of answers. The rumored August state of play. I don't know anything about the rumored August state of play. Do you think it'll have major game announcements? Yeah, I do. I think a lot of game... we've talked over this topic before, Zedlars. I think a lot of things have been spread out over the course of the summer instead of being shoved into one E3 presentation.
What ails you, my
Do I think it will be as significant as that first one? In terms of announcements? No. Do I think it will have at least 1 or 2 major announcements? Yes. Oh, looks like I just got a notification. Hang on, let's see what's up. Oh, look at Melchior got me again. Yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely gonna happen, Zedlars. Like, I think at least two new big games.
Well, what can I do for you?
And then some smaller stuff. Maybe even a game that you've been mentioned a billion times, Zedlars, that you come in here and mention like every other freaking day. Should I buy a weapon?
Hello, my friend.
I didn't say Elden Ring. Yes. Oh, Elden Ring. Oh, the Armor of Radiance. 40% light radius. Ugh. Well, it's better than running around naked, I guess.
Well, what can I do for you?
Man, he's got a bunch of this composite staff. You think this composite staff would be better than my fists? It is hard to know, but we're gonna try it, Gavin. We're getting big here. We're getting strong. Someday we may even be able to take on the minions of Diablo. Yo, the Tristram soundtrack is amazing, isn't it? We are making some big progress here today, aren't we? Welcome to Hellfire. It's got thrills, it's got chills, it's got loot. Zedlars, you might be... We'll see, you know? We'll see. I would love a new Silent Hill. Zedlar's predictions, you know, Zedlars, your predictions are certainly very iffy, but you're free to throw them out there. I like the staff because I think it blocks too. Well, Zedlar, let's see. So far, none of your predictions have come true. Not really. There will be no price announced for the Series X at the July event. Man, that's pretty ballsy, but you know, it's possible. So, in your world, Zedlars, when does the game of chicken end then? When do we actually find out when we can what price point we can buy the product at? You know, at some point, they have to give us a price. But that's still, you know, Silent Hill PlayStation is still not a thing yet, Zedlars. That's still not a thing, so... That prediction doesn't count yet, because it's not a thing. And your other prediction is no Elden Ring at the Series X event. You're just... These aren't predictions. Alright, fine. Yeah, I think you're probably right, though, but that doesn't... Alright, alright. Hey Leaf, what's up? Yeah, they might do that, Naka. Who knows? How you doing, Leaf? Great to see you. Welcome. We're on level 4 of our dungeon dive. Oh gosh, these are some tough enemies. Okay. Okay, we weathered the storm. We might have a shot living down here. Yeah.
Another one.
I think that they're gonna tell us. I think they have to tell us the price point. We'll find out. We'll see. We'll see, D.
Another one.
I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what's gonna be at the event. I'm sure it'll be a fun time, with lots of new surprises.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one. I can't wait to see another one. You're guessing $450 for PS5 discless. Seems like a reasonable guess. I think I like that guess. You know, Leaf, you can still do it. 5 hours is some good sleep, my friend. Five hours after a winning game of Civ, that's all the rest you'll need in the world. They might, Zellars, you don't know. Nobody knows. That's why I'm not losing sleep over it. When they tell us, they'll tell us. Do I think the PS5 is ugly? No, I don't. I actually think it looks kind of cool. But I like weird-looking future stuff, okay? Like, I like the Tesla truck that looks like, you know, a box. I tend to like weird stuff. So, I do like the way that the PS5 looks. You know, these are getting me every time. I don't know which ones are real and which ones aren't. Yeah, that one's really obvious. But some of the other ones they sound legit. I'm just saying, I like wacko designs. So the PS5 design doesn't bother me in the slightest. I think the fin might have been a little bit much, but other than that, I really like it. Oh!
Please, no hurt, no kill. Keep alive, and next time, good bring to you.
I forgot that. Am I supposed to leave that guy alone? Yeah, sleep apnea does suck. You said it, Leaf.
Take heed and bear witness to the truths that lie herein, for they are the last legacy of the Horadrim.
It's not very nice to hit me while I'm trying to read. These guys don't play fair. Alright, I guess we'll leave Garbad the week alive. Hey, what's up, Commander? How you doing tonight? Welcome. Hey, evening, Duelist. How you doing? I don't think I can reveal that, Zedlars. I can tell you we do have someone reviewing it. Generally, I don't think we like to reveal the reviewers and stuff. I hope so, too. I have deliberately stayed in the dark on all discussion around it currently. Maybe I'll even stream it for you guys. If you're really lucky. Because God knows I don't want to hook up my PlayStation to the Elgato. Hey, Malk, that time it didn't get me. That time I was ready for it. Well, we'll see. I have no idea how it's... I have absolutely no idea how it's going to review or play, Zedlars. What is... You know, Melchior knows it. Is it 2? It's 200 bits, yeah, for text-to-speech. These guys are... We're starting to make some progress here, I think. Where's the butcher at? Level 5? Okay, that was a thing. That was definitely a thing. Was the hype for Ghost more than the first Infamous? For me, yes. For anybody else, I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh! When did we last save? Oh god. I was too busy listening to that crab rave. No, this wasn't too far away. Those new enemies destroyed me, man. Yeah, Ghost has a good amount of hype. I think there's a couple different factors going into that. First off, everybody loves freaking samurais and ninjas. You know, second of, this comes at a time when there's not many new releases because of COVID. And there's not much hype for new stuff, also because of COVID. And we're on the cusp of like a...
Dan, if I write a short case for what you should play Control in the Discord, would that annoy you?
Would it annoy me? No. In fact, I encourage people to write cases why I should play the games they want me to play in Discord all the time. That is one of the features of Discord you should be taking advantage of if you're a member of the D-Squad. Now, don't feel bad when you make your case for the game and I don't play it, though. That's the flip side of that. But as long, for all I care, go write a novel about why I should play it. And maybe... just maybe, my stone heart will be moved, and I'll play the game you want.
Take heed.
Yeah, Gavin loves Snackworld. I think Gavin worked on Snackworld. I'm not sure if he's, like, in the marketing department or what, but he will never shut up about Snackworld. Did I check out Lady Snowblood yet? I don't know what Lady Snowblood is. God, I can't even hit these things. Alright, we are pushing the envelope here, pushing the limits. King of Dragon Pass has duck people, what more do you need? I mean, a lot of games are upping their game and adding duck people because they know that we need them. Yep, that's exactly right, Lorezer. I'm glad you, Lorezer with the old school, D&D armor system reference. I understood that reference. Yes, yes, Leaf. I remember now. I said I was going to look into it. Okay, Zedlar says Ghost will probably be 83 to 86 Metacritic. That's very specific. I'm also an expert at guessing Metacritic scores, Zedlars. had a lot of experience doing it. I'm usually pretty dead on. I think you're really close. I would probably go a tick lower. I'd say 80 to 83. Or I could be wrong. This game could be really powerful. I don't know. That's what I'm actually eager to see. But it's always fun to kind of predict that kind of stuff, just having like trailers and stuff to go off of. I think just a raw 8 is a good place for me to put that, based on what I've seen. You can already predict the Elden Ring Metacritic without seeing the game. Me too. It's very easy. From Software has a pretty good track record. Oh my god, really? What? We really need to get some new gear. I mean, Zedlar's... That's a pretty bold assumption. What if it sucks? What if Elden Ring is terrible? Yeah, what if Elden Ring's a 10? What if it's terrible or a 10? There you go, you're wrong. Boom. Malik, you are watching a programmer, you know that. I'm a little rusty at Diablo 1, okay? It's been at least 15 years since I played this game, probably more. Yeah, no kidding. We have the best bands here. We get to listen to Zedlar's predict game scores. Where else can you get that? We got Zedlar's predicting my score for a game. But I mean, it's not like it's that you can't even get that outlandish. You look at From Software's last 4 games, right? There's definitely a median there. They're all 9s or above. Where do I think Monster Hunter will go from here? I think they're going to lean in They're going to lean in hard on what worked. Finally, taking it off of handheld and turning it into a real deal, core gamer, gamer-centric kind of experience. I think they're definitely going to continue along with the accomplished world. Which is great for the franchise, by the way. Thank God they finally did it. I mean, I think you're right, but you have to understand, as somebody who's played that series for a decade, switching to the Monster Hunter World model is one of the best things they could have ever done. I was so sick of playing that stuff on like the DS and stuff with my hand cramping up. It was such a great game, and just like, that was not the right platform for it. So I'm really glad that they put it on the majors. Capcom has definitely been surprising in the last 5 years, for sure. They've done a lot of really great stuff with their IPs. I can't wait for Dragon's Dogma 2. I heard a ring drop. It's gonna be our first ring. If we can survive. It's probably gonna be like +1 light radius, but you know what? It's still special. We don't have an identify scroll for it. If you think about it, okay. Oh boy, this no good phrase has ever started with "if you think about it." If you think about it, Elden Ring is DD2 that we never got in some ways from FromSoft, just FromSoft style. Well, no, we can't think about that because we don't know enough about Elden Ring to make that assumption at all right now, Zedlars. I will say there are similarities between, you know, the From Software games and Dragon's Dogma and Monster Hunter, for instance. Zedlars, you don't know anything about Elden Ring, okay? You do not.
Hey! You that one that kill all! You get me magic banner or we attack! You no live with life! You kill big uglies and give back magic! Go past corner and door, find uglies!
Well, Zedlars, I'm glad that you're, I'm glad that you're the bringer of knowledge. Appreciate it. Oh, Elden Ring! I think it might be time to go to town. Get this ring identified. What do y'all think? You know, hey, I'm just glad I'm just really glad that a lot of these these old games, like, can you imagine if we were talking about the possibility of a Dragon's Dogma sequel?
What ails you, my friend?
Even 5 years ago, everyone would have been like, that's never going to happen. But today, it seems like a very real reality. We live in an environment where that game is extremely likely, which is awesome.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Alright, plus 10 to Vitality Ring. That's actually pretty dang good.
Stay for a moment. Well, what can I do for you?
Zellers, I don't think it's underrated anymore. It was underrated on release. I think people have discovered it over the years. Ooh, Helm of the Jaguar. I think there's room for short games and long games and everything in between. I don't think there's a need to call for shorter games or longer games or any kind of, you know, make the game you want to make. The end. I know, that's controversial today, but so is anything you say. Oh, look at that. This manatee is dedicated to Wraith. Okay. We have a manatee dedication going on in chat. Those are always special. Alright, I think we're doing pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, the manatee never went above 25, low reser. It's the text-to-speech that everyone wants for a nickel, and that's not going to happen.
Hello, my friend.
Because the Milk just spams
Stay a
it.
while and listen.
It's already enough.
Greetings, good
you guys
master.
are already
Welcome
a handful.
to the Tavern of the Rising Sun.
The way it is. Alright. We're back into it. We gotta kill these big uglies that are in a room somewhere. Oh, for God's sakes, Elk. Man, these guys are serious. Overlords. Hey, it's the missing tavern sign. This manatee is dedicated to Low Reser. Excellent. I'm glad we got some manatee dedications going on. We do love our manatees here, and the beautiful creatures. If you've ever had a chance to play with one in the sea, they are quite amazing. They're very friendly.
You give? Yes, good. Go now. We strong. We kill all with big magic.
Oh my god. That's a terrifying thing. Gotta really play the door, especially against Snot Spill. Oh, owned. We got the big snotter himself. He dropped a crappy book. Oh, the VA in this game's amazing, Leaf. Just wait. Just wait for you to hear fresh meat, the warmth of light has entered my tomb, and many other real bangers. Believe me, there's some good stuff. And I'm not, like, even making fun of it. Like, they did an amazing job with this game for the tools at the time. Truly amazing.
The smell of death surrounds me.
Oh god, we've reached the next stage. The next tile set. We're getting closer to hell. Oh my god, look at all those arrows. Look at all those arrows. This is... Okay, there's a named one there. Oh, Christ. Oh, the Flesh Clan. These guys are dangerous. Bloodskin Darkbow. Whiff, 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 whiff. I think I might need a new staff, guys. And also some decks. Hey Malk, it's cool. We got some special events lined up for you later this week. Yes, Settlers, I agree. I mean, there's a reason this game, you know, sparked the franchise, really. And even the subgenre, the roguelike, not roguelike ARPG subgenre. Diablo 3 is your first Diablo. What tips can I give you? You do have the... You're playing Reaper of Souls, of course, yeah, Lars? That's a lot of whiffing. So, Zellars, my advice for you in Diablo 3 would be to start on Adventure Mode and only play Adventure Mode. Campaign's not great. I don't recommend it. I guess if you really want the story experience, do it. But like, playing on Bounties and Adventures and doing riffs is like what the game has become, and to its strength. Adventure Mode, you want to do a bunch of bounties to start. Just follow little quest icons on your map and do the little tasks it gives you. And you'll acquire special materials and bounties from that. You'll still get to explore the entire world. Okay, well then do the story. Just do the story then, so that's sure. I don't really love the campaign, but do it anyway. After that, you can engage in Bounties and Riffs. Riffs are the end game. Riffs and greater riffs. I think you'll like them. You don't have to worry about screwing up your character in Diablo 3, so... Oh, there's plenty of endgame progression, Zedlars, with the rift system. You'll get gems that you can continue to work up and get stronger and stronger and stronger. And, of course, with the Paragon leveling system, you can level forever. So, yeah, you'll get there. It's got stuff for you to do, don't worry. Rifts are endgame. Endgame, well, not endgame, you can do them anytime. But rifts make... I'm trying to explain it, Zedlars. The rifts give you randomly generated areas to explore and destroy. You take on rift bosses that give you loot. And then you'll do greater rifts to sort of challenge your time on. You'll want to go through as fast as you possibly can. And you're going to get rift gems. Okay, there's a whole endgame progression system built into them. They're procedurally generated, so they're different every time. There's a good variety of bosses that they can draw from for the boss pool. I can just show you. If you were watching the other day, you could get a glimpse. Way easier than trying to explain it. But it is an endgame system with procedurally generated content. And again, so between the Greater Rift gems, which you can upgrade, and the Paragon system, you have unlimited potential for advancement in the endgame. Now, obviously, you know, you're going to want to play seasonally, so at the beginning of every season, you basically start everything over, if you want. Oh, is PoE good? Yeah, PoE's good. PoE has the best endgame system in any ARPG, but the gameplay isn't as good as Diablo's. So that's depending on what you're looking for, is going to determine which game you gravitate to. I like both Zillars. The gameplay in Diablo 3 is much better in my opinion, but the systems and mechanics in PoE are much better than Diablo's. Better customization and a better endgame system. Zedlars, I would say yes, but at the same time, it hasn't been updated in a very, very long time. Diablo 3 is in maintenance mode and has been for years. Whereas PoE is still getting real updates. Because PoE is going to just flow into PoE 2, so... Diablo 4 may take the crown when it comes out. By that time, I'm sure there will be other contenders in the ARPG block. And I'm sure everyone is looking forward to Diablo 4, including me. Whew, that's a mouthful. You hope Diablo 4 is on console. Why wouldn't it be on console? I think it was already announced for console.
Good day. How may I serve you?
What ails you, my friend?
Hello, my friend.
StarCraft 3? That's a much bigger long shot, I think. Now,
well,
a StarCraft game, sure. StarCraft 3? I don't know. I don't see it happening, but I've been wrong before. I don't think the RTS is in a good place in general. Anime Diablo game win? I don't know.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Where's these dudes that have some good loot? Is Lilith a great villain? Lilith could be a good villain. I don't think we know enough about her yet. I'll tell you what, I'm tired of Diablo being the big bad, so I'm glad that changed up a little bit. Lilith might end up being a very good villain. That we'll have to see. The tone of the demo was very dark. As dark as this game, even. Clearly what they were going for, like a tonal shift to Diablo 1 and 2 in terms of darkness, gore, and seriousness. By the way, I don't mind D3's more lighthearted approach at all. D3 works for me. After the expansion. Reaper turned that game around in big ways. I talk about Castlevania all the time. We're talking about Castlevania right now, Leaf. There you go. Boom. Correct. I do like classic Castlevania, yes. That is a very astute assumption.
Beyond the Hall of Heroes lies the Chamber of Bone. Eternal death awaits any who would seek to steal the treasures secured within this room. So speaks the Lord of Terror, and so it is written.
Yes. Am I gonna play Curse of the Moon 2 Friday? Probably not. Maybe, since you asked, though. I'll think about it. Hey, Shrouded, I haven't seen you in a billion years. How you doing, Shrouded? When you walk into that room and you realize you haven't saved in a while and there's 1,000 archers in there. You know, Shrouded, I'm getting by. I'm better now that you're here. But yeah, so what we saw from Diablo 4, and by the way, I played the demo like 5 times, is definitely a return to the gothic darkness. But again, I don't have a problem with D3's aesthetic. In fact, I think they did a really good job with it. It is a little different than 1 and 2, though, for sure. I seem very positive on D4. Yeah, I am very positive on it. But again, you know, you always have to temper a demo slice. Very early demo like that. 2 years out from the game coming out at best, right? Like, on a good day, we'll see it next year. You never know how that's going to translate to the final play experience whatsoever. If they don't even look alike at all, you know? That said, what we saw was definitely a positive look for the demo. Anyway, I mean, I like the demo so much I went back and played it like 4 times. So that should tell you that it was pretty fun, a pretty solid demo experience. Anyway. What was the most disappointing game this gen for me? Wow, what a question. That's a heavy question. So disappointing, you mean that I had expectations that it didn't live up to? Is that what that means? Let's clarify the definition first. Is this a stylish action game, says Wild Samurai? No, it is not. It's Diablo. Oh, hang on, I'm getting a call. I gotta turn Google off. Had excitement and expectations. So that's tough, because I generally don't get excitement and expectations. Well, I do, but like anybody does, right? You can't prevent that, but I try to manage it a lot. It's like I always tell the people in this chat, like, you know, chill out. Let's see how it is when it comes out. I guess maybe, you know, Warcraft Reforged, actually, since we're on Blizzard games anyway. Okay, I can't even hit these things. What is happening? I mean, for me personally, it's almost certainly Warcraft Reforged, especially since, like, you know, like I got to see what it could have been in some forms when I went out for the cover story. So that personally, you know, maybe gave me expectations that nobody else got to have. But I think they were warranted. Oh my god, these things. I need a new weapon. Now. Dear god, this stick is not cutting it. Bile Froth. The Pitmaster. Oh, he's a griller. I like, yeah, if he grills, let's go grill. Let's stop fighting, let's go put some stuff on the grill. Pitmaster.
Dance na king, 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 dance na king. Dance na king, 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 dance na king. Dance na king, 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 dance na king.
I think that's hilarious that Nightbot actually timed him out for spam in the chat, but still played the sound effect. Way to buck the system. That takes some skill, Malk. I gotta give you credit for that. I am the most professional game reviewer. Well, that's very high praise, Lars. Thank you for the kind words. I'll try to live up to it. Oh, and thanks, Malk. That was a wonderful sound effect that you shared with all of us. Truly profound. You know, Melt comes in here, he spams emotes. He tries to get me to think that my phone is ringing. But we still like him. Just don't let him get a read on you in Smash. I'm gonna need to get potions here soon. You know what, Wraith? I agree. We could all use a smile in these times, my friend. That's why I chose to play the happiest game on Earth, Diablo 1, Hellfire. I got some other surprises for you guys in store this week too, let me tell you. Hey, we're getting a new Pokemon Snap, alright? That alone is good. Very good. Very excited about that. Chamber of Bone. Did I even kill the Butcher? Where the hell's the Butcher at? Did I miss the Butcher? I think I missed the Butcher. Listen, Pokemon Snap is an amazing game, and I will hear nothing. I will hear nothing against it.
Friend?
Yeah, I think Gavin. I think we completely missed the Butcher. I don't know how, but we missed him. It's alright, we'll get him. We'll get him someday.
Well, what can I do for you?
Oh boy, 21 grand for the warrior staff. Don't think we can use that one. We need a lot of gold for some of this stuff. Oh, we're getting fresh meat. We're gonna go to the Chamber of Bone. You know what's in the Chamber of Bone? Does the dungeon reset when you come back to town? It does not. You gotta reload a new game if you want a new dungeon. Yeah, you can just put it in general, J Grizz. I'll see it, don't worry. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get a water. I've been drinking Bang all day, and I think it's I definitely need to get some hydration going on here to counter it. One moment. I'm back. I had to get a water. My god. Can I get a water? You guys are so demanding. I mean, you got to listen to the Tristram soundtrack while I was gone. There's not much better than that in the world. Hey Jack, what's up? How you doing tonight? Welcome to Tristram. I honestly don't think we have the gear to take on the Chamber of Bone. Here we go, whatever. The old pocket save. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of calls on Facebook, Discord, and Google tonight. I'm gonna have to go answer all these people after the stream. Oh my god, horn demons. Oh my goodness. I am scared. That is definitely a lot of bone. This is the Chamber of Bone, alright. Wraith, I know. Oh, okay, Mo. That explains who was calling me. I mean, Diablo is all gameplay. That's probably why I like the series so much. Sure, there's a story, but, you know, it's whatever. The story is bad guys do bad things, and you kill monsters. That's the story. That, you know, that works for me. You kill demons and skeletons because they're evil. You know, I don't have to think about it too much. Thanks for sharing on Discord, J Grizz. I'll have to check it out after the stream. I will read it. I might not play the game, but I will read it. That is the guarantee that you get. So what if it's a skeleton of Gandhi? You ever played against Gandhi in Civilization? Gandhi's skeleton would probably be one of the worst ones. That guy's ready with the nukes at all times. Arcane knowledge gain. What the hell does that mean? I learned how to cast a Hydra spell? Are you serious? What? I did. That's really weird. Takes my full mana bar, but hey, cool. It's almost useless, but hey, that's the thing. Gavin says, I want to like Civ, but get so tired and want to sleep playing it. Then don't play Civ. That's my doctor's recommendation. This is something, you know, it comes up a lot. Not every game is for everyone. Even if it's a great game, it might not be for you. And especially in this day and age, we have so many different games that cater to so many different tastes, that if Civ ain't your thing, then don't play Civ. Dan Phantom. That's right. Yep, this one is definitely an OG. This is very old school. This is about as old school as it gets, really.
I cannot carry any more.
Wait, what did Vorpal tell everybody? I didn't see Vorpal say anything. Did I miss something?
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
A helmet. God5590, thank you so much for the follow. You are a supreme champion. And a very majestic looking duck, if I may say so. Understood, Vorpal. My armor's gonna break, but since it was armor we found on level 2, I don't think I care too much. Oh, well I appreciate that, God, thanks. And, yeah. One of my favorites, too. Haven't played it in like 15 years, but, you know, definitely a foundational game for me. I was more of a Diablo 2 guy, but I played at least 1,000 hours of Diablo 1 back in the day. Crazy how 1,000 hours isn't a whole lot for one of the games in the franchise for me. Oh, I'm aware of that, Owl. But I think it's time to get us some new armor. Great Powerful Lucas says, Diablo 1 is so damn hard. It's harder, but it's not super hard. You do have to, like, take some time out to, like, get gear at certain times. We're definitely, you know, we're at the point where some gear would be nice. Whoa! Wow! What just happened? Will I play Diablo 4? Yes, I will, of course. Wow. Melchior just crashed the server. He just dumped a giant boatload of subs on everybody here. 25 giant subs for everybody. He's scaring people off. There are manatees everywhere. This is amazing. Wow. Wow. Melchior, thank you so much. You're going to hear a lot of dinging. You're going to see a lot of manatees. Thank you, Melchior, for being here. And thank you for the 25 big gift subs. That is a lot of subs. Thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate it, and thank you, Melk, for the generous sub donation. Thanks for being part of the community, thanks for the manatees, and thanks for the subs. Everybody else, enjoy the manatees. You're going to get to see 20 more of them, I think, on the screen, so... God knows we all need more manatees in our lives. Especially to, like, you know, temper the Diablo a little bit. A cheery creature of the sea. To help fight the demons. The manatee god, as you can see in the photo, he's finding out that there's glass there every time. Yeah, Melk is a hero. He really is. And thanks to Melk, we're going to get a lot of really cool emotes coming for all those subs. They are being worked on painstakingly right now. Oh, that shrine sucked. A sea cow level. That'd be next-gen Diablo. You know, I gotta let them know for Diablo 4. They can make a sea cow level and really defy the Cat Secret cow level. That's really smart thinking. Except then you'd have to beat up manatees. We don't want to do that.
Vision milky, then eyes rot. When you turn, they will be gone, whispering their hidden song. Then you see what cannot be. Shadows move where light should be. Out of darkness, out of mind, cast down into the halls of the blind.
See? That right there, that's all the story you really need. It gets you really scared. You're like, what's in the halls of the blind? I'm really scared now. I don't want to go down there. Also, my armor broke. I like it how the alerts are still going. There's that many subs. Okay. These toad demons are a little bit above what I should be able to handle here. I'm gonna go to town at the very least. No, Gavin. These guys are probably harder than the butcher. Oh my god. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough. Wow, Malk really donated a lot of subs, didn't he?
Well, what can I do for you?
What a guy. No armor from Divine. That's right, Windows 95.
What ails you, my friend?
Is it hard to find a copy of Diablo to play? So this is Diablo Hellfire. It is available, so this is with the expansion. However, you can play without the expansion if you want to. It's easy to get, actually. Today, thanks to GOG.
I sense a soul in search
You can get it on GOG for $10. That's how I got this. So no, not really hard to get today at all. Thanks to GOG.
Well, what can I do for you?
I don't know the answer to the question, Erlen, or I would have already answered it. I haven't played Greedfall. Hey, Ray, thanks for coming.
Greetings,
I really
good master.
appreciate it.
Welcome to the Tavern of the Rising Sun.
This version comes with Hellfire too, which is an expansion that Blizzard actually didn't make, which is hilarious because you'd never see something like that today. And that expansion had the monk class that we're playing, and a new dungeon that takes place after Diablo, so a new endgame experience called the Hive. Purple Plasmid, thanks for the follow, Purple. It's a cool duck, a supreme champion, you could say. Alright, let's go find the butcher. We gotta kill him. Floor 2, right? Bartholomew! Thank you for the sub, Bartholomew. 36 months, currently tied with the other month leader, which is the Jackdaw, both at 36 months. Is Greedfall good, says Bartholomew. I know duck meat is. Okay, this is a very rude comment. I don't know if Greedfall is good because I haven't played it, but I do know that we do not eat ducks here. Ant, what's up? Welcome. Thanks for being here. Where is the butcher room? Somebody said it was on floor 2. I don't remember what floor it was on. These guys should be no problem to wade through them. Oh, when this game came out, it was absolutely earth-shattering. Like, this changed everything forever. This was unreal at the time, really. Like, we had roguelikes before, procedurally generated dungeon games. We had nothing like this. Nothing with the vast replayability and the you know the item system that would go on to define item systems in games for the next 20 years. Yeah, cool. The more owls, the better. Captain Stubbs. Thanks for the follow, Captain Stubbs. Wild Samurai says, your parents let you play this game? I was actually... I'm not going to tell you how old I was, Wild Samurai, but I was exiting parental range at the time when this came out. I was old enough. Hey, Captain Stubbs, thanks for coming. Glad to have you on board, Captain. Not a lot of people have Night Owl. It was pretty rare to... Ooh, to a dark passage. Is that where the butcher is? No, I don't think he is, but we'll go in here anyway. Well, hey, thank you, Captain. I appreciate that. I appreciate your continued support. Thanks for making it to a stream. I'm not telling you when I was born, Low Riser. I was raised by ducks, though. That is true. But they were very strict parents. Well, Melchior just gifting everybody tonight. Nobody's escaping the gift wrath. Melchior is up to 152 gifted subs in this place. It is a wild world out there. Thank you, Melchior, for the gift subs. And your heroic work this evening. Making sure everybody's having a good time here on the Diablo stream. And everybody who's got those subs, you guys are going to get the coolest emotes in the entire land. I've got somebody extremely professional working on some crazy, amazing stuff for you guys. They were ducks. Okay, they were ducks. One of my parents was a manatee, the other parent was a duck. That's how you end up with a Dan tack. It's a secret recipe. You're already subbed, Ant. Yes. The poison water supply. I can't believe we missed this the first time around. I don't know what floor the butcher's on, by the way. We may just have to skip him. I don't want to backtrack too much to find him. We saved the water supply! I'm glad we got the quest done anyway. Zedlar says Microsoft is weird for announcing the event so far in advance. I don't think so at all. They want to get their ducks in a row. Hey, there you go, ducks, right? It's good timing, gives people something to look forward to all month. Cathedral 2 is the butcher's location. Well, I'm in Cathedral 2. We'll find them. Whoa! Whoa! What have we here? A new challenger approaches. We have seen a lot of manatees tonight. Hey, Captain Stubbs. Thanks so much for the gift subs. We are popping off sound effects all night here. And look at the man. It's basically been a never-ending parade of manatees tonight. It's been great. Thank you for spreading the love, Captain. I really appreciate it. Thanks for being here, and thanks for gifting the subs. Welcome, Purple, Square Burgers, Desert, and Exit Dust. I know all you. And yeah, really appreciate it, Captain. Thank you. Did you know the first 2 Elder Scrolls games are free on the Bethesda launcher? I did not know that. Oh, Captain, that is a wonderful attitude. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming down. I hope I can provide you with a reasonably entertaining and chill streaming experience while we talk about cool industry topics like we do every night here. Namely just shooting down Zedlar's insane rumors most of the time, but we do other fun stuff too. Well, I'm on Cathedral 2, and we definitely do not have a butcher room here. You did not know I would say that, Zedlar. Yeah, I think we explored this whole floor. But no butcher. Oh boy, Captain Stutch just built his first gaming PC. Awesome. I shared my... I also just recently built one. I've shared the build extensively here, but I don't have it on hand this second. Of course, I shared it like 1,000 times on Discord. If you're not part of the Discord community, consider joining that. Well, maybe it's in that one square I haven't gone to. I doubt it, though. Night Owl, this is the base game. We are currently going through base game content. The expansion merely adds a new dungeon. Link to the Discord is in chat right now. El Chupacabra. We want to kill the butcher, but I don't know where he is. He's hiding from us. He doesn't want to mess with me. So yeah, Night Owl, we start out in the, we do the same dungeon progression as the standard game, but there's a post-game dungeon, essentially. Which is really cool. I'd love to show it to you guys. It's called The Hive. And with Hellfire, you also get the monk, and there's some other really interesting things that it adds to the game as well. This was like a real expansion you could buy at a store.
I have no room.
Which is pretty wild if you think about it. We may have to give up on the search for the butcher. I can't believe I haven't found him. You're supposed to find him organically, like, you know. I've never missed him before. Weird, right? Like, you're supposed to walk by his room and be like, oh man, what's that? And then he comes out and kills you. Yeah, exactly, Tetsudo, exactly. He doesn't run at you till you open the door, though. Small room on level 2 with a lot of dead things. I looked on level 2. We looked on level 2 extens- Alright, we're going back up to level 2. But I swear, we have scoured the hell out of this floor. I don't want to waste too much more time looking around. Yes, he does say the classic line, "Aw, fresh meat," and he is quite lethal, especially for a level 2. We might be big. We should be able to take him without too much of a problem since we missed him and are coming back for him. That said, he is no slouch. Obviously, the Butcher was repurposed, and he does exist in Diablo 3 as well as the Act 1 boss. Contrary to what most people believe, he is not in Diablo 2 at all. Which square room, Gavin? He's not in this one. This is the Dark Passage. We did that. It's a quest event. I'm your insomniac here? Man, I am highly insulted. Gavin, I don't know what that square right... This is the Dark Passage. This is not the, This is not the Butcher Room. This is the Dark Passage that leads to the Poison Sewers, which we did. Yeah, you know, Zedlar's has no chill. Well, you know, we like to chill here, Zedlars. That's kind of what we do. We like to chill, we like to pet ducks, we like to party with manatees, alright? We got the whole full, you know, we do it all here. Zedlars, have a great night, and thank you for joining us, as always, all the way from Iceland with your Bud Light Lime. Dude, it's totally not here on this floor. We have scoured every inch of this place. I don't think he's here. I think he got scared and ran away. I think that's true. Level 10 now. So is it... Level 10's in the catacombs. Oh, level 2 in multiplayer. That makes sense. I knew he was a hard critter.
Well, what can I do for you?
Now let's sell some trash, and then we'll head right into the catacombs.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
I hope everyone's having a wonderful evening. Full of manatees and ducks. Because, I mean, that's what's really important in life. Captain Stubbs says, Dan, I mostly listen to GI as a podcast. I didn't realize your beard... Yeah, my beard is out of control now, and I'm basically just trying to go as long as I can without shaving it. But it is getting quite unwieldy. Wild Samurai, I believe that they probably did.
Well, what can I do for you?
Well, single player is different, so we'll see. Ooh, Valiant Armor. 18 armor. That's a lot more. Well, it's only 7 more armor than we're wearing. Ugh.
Well, what can I do for you?
Maybe we'll just have to make do with what we got. Oh yeah, Captain, this is a corn beard, as they call it. It's getting pretty unwieldy. It's gonna get to the point where I'm gonna start having trouble eating if I don't shave it.
The
At least a little
smell
bit.
of death surrounds me.
Hey, wow, a ring. Things are starting off good on this. We're off to a good start, gang. Yeah, I know, Captain. It's getting very unwieldy though. But yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it going as long as I can. No haircuts, no shave, full castaway. Full freaking castaway. I'm sure you'll look great, Tetsudo. That's a lot of bows. That's a lot of arrows. Oh, I am in desperate need of a haircut, but not really any way to get one right now. So I'm just rolling with it, you know what I'm saying? Big beards, big Diablo.
I do not have a spell ready.
Wow, a unique short staff. Did you see that? Legendary. I don't have an identify scroll on me, huh? It's probably some dumb caster staff, but we're definitely gonna check it out. Yeah, it's legendary, D. You see that? We're gonna have to check it out. Uniques in this game are pretty rare. At the very least, it's gonna be worth a boatload of money. Gavin, that's probably it. That's a good explanation.
Well, what can I do for you?
That explains a whole lot, Gavin.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
The Gleam Song. What? This thing's a piece of crap.
I'm glad I caught up to you in time. Our wells have been... What ails you, my friend?
Somebody asked me what my biggest disappointment this year was. It's that staff.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
And it's only worth 1,000 gold. Man, I got ripped off. I am very disappointed in our awesome find there.
Well, what can I do for you?
I'm also very upset with the offerings on tap here at the store. They're all crap. Yeah, you know, instant disappointment. But you know what? That's part of the fun, right? Is finding a unique that really sucks. Heyo. Whatever, it's better than kicking the teeth, right? Hey, Dr. Mono, what's up? Good evening to you. Welcome, welcome. We've been having a blast tonight. There's been manatees, there's been ducks, there's been song, and of course, there's been plenty of demons to slay. And I got some cool comments on my beard too, and those are always fun. I'm pretty sure like birds are gonna start growing in the beard though soon. I feel like I gotta get rid of it, but let's let it ride as long as we can, I suppose. I mean, it grows back pretty fast. I could totally get rid of it. This game has tons of good noises. Level 6. A big level. Dangerous level. Overlords. Dangerous enemies. Uh-oh, we got a named overlord out here. We must be cautious. You get surrounded in this game, you just die. But once they get a stun lock going on you, toast. Oh my. There's always like 1,000 dudes with bows in every room in this freaking game. I think we really need a new weapon. It's too bad that unique we found was total garbage. Oh, isn't that so true, Captain? Yeah. This game is mad real. Like, this game was, like, super, super dark for the time period. I mean, we had lots of other dark games, though, too. Like, Seventh Guest and other stuff like that that was really quite adult-looking in terms of a game, but... This one, lots of blood. Some really, really dark, evil stuff going on in the story itself.
Beyond the Hall of Heroes lies the Chamber of Bone. Eternal death awaits any who would seek to steal the treasures secured within this room. So speaks the Lord of Terra. And so
yeah, Leroy Octopus. Beating demons with a stick. That's what we do here. Sometimes when you get pissed off that, like, the ancient Archbishop, yeah, Lazarus, starts, you know, killing kids down in hell, you gotta, sometimes you gotta take your stick out and go beat some demons up. Should you play it? Well, you know, for an ARPG, it holds up okay. I won't say it holds up perfect. Diablo 2 or Diablo 3 are natural progressions, though in different directions. I wouldn't say you have to play it. It's not a must-play. Could you play it and enjoy it? Probably. I would say Diablo 2 would be a much better choice than this one, as it sort of takes all the concepts and refines them into something, into what we now know as the de facto ARPG staple. Diablo versus Souls lore, pick one. Souls. Diablo's lore is there are demons, you have to kill them. Yeah, D1 is like the raw template, okay? Very good game, but in many ways a test, yeah? Diablo 2 really brings all the concepts of D1 to bear. D2 also has an incredible expansion pack. With the Druid and the Assassin, which are both amazingly fun to play. Now, Gavin, that's debatable. That's not a debate I want to have here tonight, but if you want to, so be it, if we want to get into it. I think that they come from different places. They come from different places on the ARPG spectrum in terms of philosophy. I think they're both excellent, though. I mean, I'd recommend any Diablo game to you, and I wouldn't be wrong, okay? Let me put it that way. You're gonna have a good time. Leroy Octopus just started playing D3 on the Switch. Excellent! I hear it's great on console. I have played on console very briefly, including Switch, which gives you like the roll. And there's some minor changes, differences between the Switch and not the Switch, the console versions and PC version. But no matter where you play it, you're probably gonna have a good time. D3 at launch or D3 as it is today? D3 today is way better at D3 at launch. D3 at launch was extremely flawed. Thankfully, they corrected all those things and definitely righted the ship in a huge way with Reaper of Souls. Yeah, the real money auction house is garbage. We know. That's what I'm saying. No one's gonna argue that. Oh! A unique longbow. Too bad we're not the right class for bows, but hey, maybe this will fetch a good price. Yeah, D3 today has certainly come a long way from launch. D2 was always good. It only got better with the expansion, but D3 definitely needed Reaper to turn it around. IMO. And we can't get enough Dan now, can we, Malk? Hey, JB, what's up? Welcome. Rock and Roller, what's up? Good evening. Good freaking evening to you. Dear Daddy Dan, oh boy. Don't make me bust out the daddy hat. Good evening to you too, Rock and Roller. Good evening. Welcome to the party. We got demons. We got sticks. It's been wild. We've got manual saving. Forgot about that. What did I see? Oh, Xenoblade 2? Oh god. Why would you guys want to do that to me? Wasn't Xenoblade Definitive Edition enough for you guys? Come on. I played through the whole game and I liked it, okay? Isn't that enough? I think it might have been enough. I did not do the DLC, that's true. That is an accurate accusation. Where are the stairs? Hey, remember when I played Xenoblade and I got the hero pawn? And I used him the whole game? What a bunch of jokers. Didn't I just play a Xenoblade game for you guys? My goodness, you're so demanding.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
The Black Oak Bow. Unique item.
Well, what can I do for you?
Sells for $6.25. You gotta be kidding me. See, that's right, Dr. Mono, you got it. We can't have a shift in the matrix like that. Ooh, the heavy staff of aiming. 10 grand. Better than the staff I'm using, though. But honestly, not by that much.
Well, what can I do for you?
What ails you, my friend?
Man, the Tristram track is really quite the banger, isn't it? I have never said that a game is too scary. Give me a break. If you're gonna try a narrative, at least make it realistic.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
I said no such thing. These are ridiculous accusations, and I will not stand for them. Ooh, we're getting down the Night Clan. Oh, are you kidding me? There's succubus down here? Oh my god, what the freaking... Oh god, tell me I saved. This is not gonna be comfy. I'm gonna have to play the corner, for sure. Nope, that's not gonna be enough. This is, Oh my god. Oh my god. Close the door. Yeah, it was pretty exciting. Quantum, hey, what's up? Good morning to you. I hope you're enjoying a morning tea. I mean, you got it. That's how you do it, right? That's the morning ritual. Sounds great. We're a couple hours away from breakfast and a cup of tea here, but chocolate and peanut butter sandwich sounds delicious. Sounds quite scrumptious. Alright. Hopefully we don't have an incident on this floor like we did on the last one. That was really brutal. Oh, Zara the Mad. Okay, and some dudes just randomly almost killed me. I really need better gear. The game is trying to tell me something. And I am not listening very well.
What? Why are you here? All these interruptions are enough to make one insane. Here, take this and leave me to my work. Trouble me no more.
Book of Chain Lightning, wow. That's actually pretty legit. If I was a caster.
Your curiosity will be the death of you.
Oh, I shouldn't have opened that, huh? Oh boy. Come on. Okay, this is silly. Yep, Zara really is... I am so undergeared for this area. It's kind of disappointing. Yeah, run in town, you gotta run in town, you know?
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Not enough mana.
Oh boy, Zara the Mad. This guy's a real piece of work. This fight's definitely a thing. There's no way this fight's worth whatever stupid book that bookcase dropped. Nah, Gavin. It's because my weapon sucks.
What ails you, my friend?
I mean, if we're being honest, it's actually because all my gear sucks.
Well, what can I do for you?
Gavin, yeah, that is the thing that will be necessary at some point. I'm not doing it right now, but yeah. I do want to do the whole Diablo journey with you guys, so... Like, compared to the other games, this game is not that long. Even with the Hellfire in there. Compared to D2 or D3, it's quite short. My God. All for a book of healing. That's what this is about. No, I don't believe there's any regeneration.
I am sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Ooh. Got him. Laid down the ultimate pwn sauce on him right there.
I I sense a soul in search of answers.
Had to apologize for breaking his concentration with my stick that took 1,000 pokes.
Well, what can I do for you?
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Wow, and that's what he gave me, a total turd cape.
Well, what can I do for you?
What ails you, my friend?
That was something. That was a battle. It was a thing that happened. We can honestly say that.
Glory and approbation to Diablo, Lord of Terror and leader of the Three. My lord spoke to me of his two brothers, Mephisto and Ba. Glory and...
Anyway. Don't get to fight Mephisto or Bale in this game. That's in D2. Does the expansion add more dungeons? It adds one class and one dungeon. And obviously a variety of enemies and items as well. The dungeon is a post-game experience. So we'll have to kill Diablo to access it. Which we will do. Well, that was a crappy chest. This has proven to be a very dangerous floor so far. Quiet Shrine. We need to send Zara to the Quiet Shrine. Ooh, we're getting dark.
It is hot down here.
It is hot down here. See, in this game, you literally, like, there's no, like, warping around from town to town. You just go down to hell. In a natural progression, you go deeper into the earth. Until you are, in fact, in hell. Oh, I remember these guys. These guys suck. Hey, bye, Captain. Thank you so much for coming, Captain. Thanks again for these subs. And speaking of getting out of here, it's about time to call it quits for the night, too. But I do want to finish Diablo with you guys. So I think I'm going to put this one on tap for tomorrow night as well. I want to show you guys the Hellfire stuff. I do have another very, very, very top secret game that's going to surprise the hell out of you lined up for this week as well. But we can wait till after Diablo to play that. MWax, you're mad late. Thank you all so much for coming as always. Thanks everybody for being here. I really appreciate all of you. And karaoke this weekend, for those who don't know. Just want to make sure that for those of you not on Discord, the karaoke is announced for this Saturday night. If that's something you're interested in. Diablo 2 will be back tomorrow. Diablo. Diablo back tomorrow. We're going to make it to hell. We're going to kill Diablo. We're going to show you the Hive, which is the Hellfire dungeon, unique to Hellfire expansion, that Blizzard did not create. It's pretty crazy. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know a lot of people are asking for Curse of the Moon 2. Make your case for it in Discord. Thanks a lot for coming, everybody. I'm going to pass you off. You can go watch Kim if you like. She's playing the Dark Pictures anthology or something. Or you can just go whatever I'm raiding here. But you can go say hi to Kim too. I got 2 people I'm supposed to be raiding right now, so. Bahamut's a pretty cool guy too. But you can go say hi to him and then go say hi to Kim. That would probably be a good idea. Anyway, later on, have a great night. And that's right, Malk. That's exactly what I said. Hey, listen, it's a tough world out there. You can only raid one person. They should let you split raid. Anyway, come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow for more Diablo. And we're going to take on Hellfire. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for coming. Join Discord, like, share,